What is baptism and why should I take that step? Those are the questions I'm going to answer for you in this short video. Baptism is confusing for a couple different reasons. The purpose of baptism can be confusing because different churches teach it has different meaning, and the act of baptism is confusing. If you've ever seen a baptism, you may have thought to yourself, what is the point of getting in water and having somebody say some words and then dunk you under? It's kind of strange, isn't it? But the early followers of Jesus didn't think of it as strange. To them, baptism was a huge deal. So clearly something's been lost in the cultural context over the years, and I hope this helps clear that up. First, let me give you the purpose of baptism according to the New Testament authors. Baptism is your public declaration of a new association with God's amazing grace. In other words, baptism is how you show people what God's done in your heart and in your life. It's how you let people know that you've received something amazing you didn't deserve. You received God's grace and His forgiveness and a place in His family. It's a symbol much like a wedding ring. The wedding ring doesn't make me married. The wedding ring just shows I'm married. In the same way, baptism doesn't give you a relationship with God, but it shows people that you have one. You can think about it this way. When you choose to accept God's grace, you get a gift you don't deserve. Jesus takes all your sin from you. That sin that's created a debt between you and God that you can't make up no matter what you do. He takes all that, and in exchange, He gives you His forgiveness and His sinlessness. In other words, He writes a check you can't write to pay a debt you can't pay, because on the cross He made up for everything we've messed up. And when He walked out of the tomb, it was proof that He had done exactly what He said He was going to do. In other words, Jesus was showing you that you can trust Him. So whenever you choose to ask Jesus to forgive you and to do for you what you can't do for yourself, well, you're experiencing the gift of grace. But that's all happening in your heart, isn't it? It's not something tangible people can see. So when you follow that up by being baptized, it is a tangible symbol of the forgiveness that's already happened. When you go underwater, it's a symbol that your sinful past has been washed away. And when you come back up, it's symbolic that God has forgiven you and you have a new identity, a new association with Jesus and His grace. That, by the way, is why baptisms often feel so personal and so emotional. Because we're celebrating this amazing grace that Jesus has given this person and given us even when we didn't deserve it. So, should you get baptized if you haven't been? Well, if you're a follower of Jesus, you absolutely should. Jesus' last marching orders for His followers were to go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. This is something Jesus wants you to do because it will be so meaningful to you and it will be a powerful expression of His grace to the people around you. So do you need to take that step? Just reach out to me at matt@journeycalway.com. Let me know if you're interested. We would love to answer all your questions. We'd love to help you explore this next step of going public with your relationship with Jesus.